Yo, imagine this. Cenat, Twitch royalty and the internet's golden boy, posts a huge giveaway on Instagram, and the next thing you know, Union Square looks like a scene straight out of the Purge. We're talking fans climbing statues, fireworks blasting.
Can't even count. Countless people up on top of there. They're climbing it right now, as you can see. In fact, if you can pan to your left, they're actually on top of the statue here at Union Square.
NYPD in riot gear and chaos so wild, it got him arrested. In a matter of hours, Kai went from the king of Twitch to facing felony charges, and it all started with a PS5. So, how did we get here? And how close was Kai to actually losing it all? Buckle up. This tea is steaming hot and dangerously real. Let's rewind. It's August 4th, 2023. Kai Cenat, then 21 years old, is sitting on top of the streaming world. He's not just big, he's the biggest. The most subscribed streamer in Twitch history at one point, clocking over 100,000 subscribers.
My gosh, this shit don't even feel real!
Raking in collabs with everyone from Lil Baby to 21 Savage, and stacking brand deals like Infinity Stones. His personality, a mix of chaotic energy, wild pranks, genuine charm, and raw hustle, the exact recipe Gen Z eats up. So when he drops a surprise pull-up post saying he's giving away PlayStation 5's gaming gear and gift cards at Union Square Park in New York City at 4 p.m.
On Friday, we'll be doing a huge giveaway.
The entire internet screams, "Bet we out." No permits, no NYPD notice, just vibes.
As you can see, there's a large crowd here. We're hearing estimates of thousands and thousands of people who showed up.
But here's the thing. Kai ain't just some influencer. He's a walking cultural event. When he moves, the internet moves. And on this day, the internet moved IRL. By noon, Union Square was already filling up. Not hundreds, thousands. NYPD later estimated 5,000 to 6,000 people showed up. Teens, TikTokers, curious New Yorkers, and maybe a few people who just wanted to see a celebrity in the wild. And then things started going sideways. By 3 p.m., clips start surfacing. Kids climbing scaffolding, dancing on cars, and swinging shovels they found at a nearby construction site like it's Fortnite in real life. People lighting fireworks, others launching bottles at cops. Smoke everywhere. Some even said people were grabbing traffic cones and using them as megaphones. A 69-year-old street vendor got hit in the head. Police officers were crushed and pushed, according to Chief Jeffrey Madry, with several ending up hospitalized. And through it all, no sign of the actual giveaway. At this point, it's giving Fire Festival energy. Overpromised, underprepared, and spiraling fast. Then, right at 4 p.m., Kai rolls in like a rock star, standing through the sunroof of a black SUV, hyping the crowd. Fans start mobbing the car. Some literally hang onto the sides. It's chaos. The car speeds off down 17th Street, with kids falling off, trying to chase it. Meanwhile, Kai's livestream is rolling, and you hear him say, "Everybody who's out there, make sure you're safe." But baby, it's already way past safe. The NYPD pulls the emergency cord. They declare a level 4 mobilization, the highest crowd control level in New York. Over 1,000 officers in riot gear flood Union Square like it's a Marvel movie finale. Kai, still filming, gets yanked from the scene and taken into custody around 5 p.m. Cue the internet meltdown. Within minutes, Kai Cenat, arrested, is trending across X, formerly Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, you name it. Some fans are posting "Free Kai" with crying emojis. Others are like, he fumbled his whole bag. Meanwhile, videos of the chaos rack up millions of views. People are comparing it to the Astroworld tragedy, warning about what happens when influence goes unchecked. And the charges? Heavy. Inciting a riot, that's a felony. unlawful assembly, and a few misdemeanors. 65 people got arrested that day, including 30 minors. Some for assault, others for disorderly conduct. One teen was caught pelting officers with eggs. Another dude, Roberto Sessoms, was charged with assaulting 5 cops. The NYPD dropped images of other suspects caught damaging police cars, and businesses in the area reported broken windows, looted shelves, and straight-up panic. Mayor Eric Adams even weighed in, tweeting some PR-safe, "Let's keep our city joyful and safe" message, while privately texting his son to avoid Union Square like the plague. And here's where it gets dicey for Kai. Because if you think this was just a slap on the wrist moment, think again. Kai's entire empire was at risk. He wasn't just streaming for fun. He was Twitch's golden goose. At one point, he brought in over $230,000 a month just from Twitch subs. Add in YouTube, merch, brand collabs with Nike, Puma, and energy drink companies, and you're looking at a multi-million-dollar machine. A felony conviction, even a misdemeanor, could tank all of that. Brands drop you, platforms suspend you, and suddenly you're not the vibe anymore. And while fans were arguing online, legal experts were making predictions. Attorney Peter Frankel told CBS that while the felony might not stick, the other charges were serious enough to cause major problems, especially for someone with such a public-facing brand. Meanwhile, Kai's AMP group dropped a statement. They said the whole thing was meant to be a positive experience, and that they never expected that many people. They claimed their giveaways in other cities, like LA, never got out of hand. But come on, this is NYC. The same city that shut down Times Square when Spider-Man No Way Home dropped. Also, let's talk receipts. Kai's stream literally caught him saying, "It's a war out there, man." Not great. Especially when the police are collecting every clip like it's evidence in a Netflix docu-series. The NYPD was not amused. They called out influencers specifically, saying creators with huge followings need to be held accountable for what they promote, even if it's just a giveaway. Now, fast forward a few weeks. August 18th rolls around. Kai's court date looms. The buzz has died down a little, but not much. Small businesses around Union Square are demanding restitution. The city's still cleaning up the mess, and Kai's legal team is grinding behind the scenes. And yo, this wasn't just a little mess up. This whole thing turned into a full-on culture shock. Old-school news anchors, who probably still called TikTok the TikTok, were suddenly acting like Kai just started the apocalypse. They're on air like, "Is this the downfall of youth?" Bro, chill. Meanwhile, TikTok was in flames. Some people were clowning the event like it was a music festival gone wrong, while others were dead serious. This is why we can't have influencers in the real world. And Twitch? Radio silence. No ban, no statement, nada. Just a blank screen and vibes. Which honestly says a lot. Like, Twitch knows Kai's their golden boy, but they also know the second he slips up, everyone's watching. One wrong move and the whole platform could catch smoke, so they just stayed quiet, hoping it'd blow over. Smart. Maybe. Shady. Kinda. Oh, and it gets even messier. Parents in NYC started popping up on the news, heated. Some of them were straight up yelling about how their kids came home roughed up, handcuffed, or both. One mom even hinted at filing a lawsuit. Like, imagine letting your kid go out for a PlayStation 5 and ending the day talking to a lawyer. That's a wild ride. And, of course, the armchair therapists of TikTok had to jump in. We had creators breaking down parasocial dynamics like it was a TED Talk. Kai's fans feel like they know him, they said. So they do anything he says. And honestly, they're not wrong. Because when one streamer tweets pull up, and thousands actually do, that's a whole new level of power. Then boom, plot twist. In May 2024, the Manhattan District Attorney's Office drops the case. Yup, They decide not to prosecute Kai or his co-defendants, Denzel Dennis and Mukhtar Din. Why? Because Kai agrees to pay $55,000 in restitution to cover the damage and cleanup costs. Plus, he's got to post a 24-hour public apology on Snapchat. The apology hits. I apologize for the disruption and damage to the community, the park, the vehicles, and the storefronts in the area. I should have thought twice. I now realize how my actions and the behavior of some fans caused unacceptable harm. It's sincere-ish, but fans are split. Some say it's PR speak, others say he owned up. Either way, Kai's free. No charges, no criminal record. The empire is still intact. He goes right back to streaming. Within weeks, he's collabing with iShowSpeed, breaking YouTube live viewership records, and casually hinting at doing another giveaway, but this time with permits. And honestly, that's growth. In a 2025 interview with CBS Mornings, Kai said the whole ordeal was a wake-up call. He promised to be more thoughtful going forward, and called the Union Square riot one of the craziest days of his life. And the internet? Still obsessed. Documentaries, YouTube recaps, TikTok deep dives. The Union Square riot is now part of Cenat law. A cautionary tale for influencers with armies of followers and no idea how to control them. So, what's the lesson here? Kai didn't mean for it to happen, but intent doesn't erase impact. When you've got millions of people watching and ready to pull up IRL, you can't treat real life like a live stream. This wasn't just a crowd, it was a movement with zero planning, zero crowd control, and zero common sense. And it almost ended in total disaster. He was one police decision, one prosecutor's mood, or one sponsor's panic away from losing everything. But he dodged it, barely. So now the question is, will he be smarter next time? Or will another viral moment push things over the edge? One thing's for sure. In 2023, Cenat gave away more than PlayStation 5s. He gave us the wildest influencer scandal of the year, and a masterclass in how fast internet clout can turn into a real-world crisis.